Tonight, people around the world are mourning a legend on the court. The investigation into a helicopter crash that killed Kobe Bryant. Plus, a look at his legacy and lasting impact on the people he met, including NBA veterans here in Western Washington.
This is a very sad day, man. I mean, obviously Kobe Bryant is a basketball icon.
And coronavirus concerns at the University of Washington. Several students now being screened for the virus, as even more cases are confirmed here in the U.S. Tonight, people are remembering basketball legend Kobe Bryant. He and his 13-year-old daughter, as well as 7 others, were killed in a helicopter crash this morning. The helicopter went down in foggy conditions on a steep hillside northwest of Los Angeles. The pilot had asked for special permission to fly, despite the fog and deteriorating conditions.
I heard a helicopter flying, I felt like it was flying way too low, and then all of a sudden I hear like a thud noise, and then there was nothing.
There were no survivors. We have a manifest that indicates that there was 9 people on board the aircraft, the pilot plus 8 individuals.
A team of investigators from the National Transportation Safety Board is heading to the scene of the crash. They are still gathering information into what caused that helicopter to go down. KIRO 7 Sports Director Chris Francis joins us now with what Kobe meant not just to basketball fans, but to people worldwide, Chris.
Yeah, Lindsay, it's the true definition of being an icon. That's really what he was. It's hard to put into words just how big a star he was, how much of an impact he had on people, those he met and those that look up to him during his playing days and in the few years since he retired. You just caught a glimpse of that throughout the Grammy Awards tonight. His legacy is complicated and his life played out under the brightest spotlights for more than 2 decades.
At the Pro Bowl today, a moment of silence when the news broke, and then chants of Kobe, Kobe. The players on the field paying tribute after big plays and during interviews.
One of the great competitors of any generation, not just with sports, but I think just, the way he approached a lot of things and what he was doing now after basketball.
In the NBA, teams let the 24-second shot clock expire at the start of their game as a tribute to number 24. There were moments of remembrance in every arena. On Twitter, local NBA stars past and present weighed in. Jason Terry sending his prayers. Former Husky and Rainier Beach star DeJounte Murray acknowledged Kobe's influence as a father. I spoke with Husky Hall of Famer Eldridge Rakasner, a 12-year NBA veteran who played against Bryant for several seasons.
Yeah, I actually teared up a bit, man, because, I remember Kobe when he first came in the league. I had a chance to play against him in 96-97 season, and then fast forward to 2015-16, I took my son to the All-Star game, and Kobe took the time to take a picture and sign a jersey for him. So just a great player and a nice guy.
Bryant's on-the-court accomplishments solidified his place as one of the game's greats. A 5-time NBA champion, a 2-time Finals MVP, the league's MVP in 2008.
When you think of athletes, I think, the only names that you can think that's probably bigger than him is Michael Jordan and maybe Tiger Woods. After that, it's Kobe Bryant.
But after his 20-year career, it was his job as a father that drew a lot of the well-deserved attention.
He transitioned into being a dad. I remember him being at UConn, being at the WNBA games, taking his daughter to the games.
And that is maybe the most heartbreaking part of all of this. Kobe was so involved in his daughter's basketball dreams. They died together on that helicopter. Obviously, there are still many unanswered questions, and there will be a memorial for Kobe, his daughter, and the others killed in the crash. When we learn those details, we'll pass them along to you, and we'll have more coming up in sports in about 10 minutes.
Such an awful tragedy. Thank you, Chris. And our team coverage continues with KIRO 7's Michael Spears. He sat down with NBA legend and former Seattle Supersonics coach Lenny Wilkins to talk about Kobe's sudden death and his impact on the game.
I was shocked. I couldn't believe it.
A lot has changed in the years since Kobe's Lakers last played here or against a Lenny Wilkins-led team.
It was devastating in how it happened. It's just something you don't anticipate.
But time has not made word of Kobe and his daughter's tragic deaths any easier for Wilkins, who said the NBA family is a close-knit family.
And that makes it even more hurtful, is that a young person who was just 13 years old, all of a sudden is gone.
The former coach and NBA legend remembers witnessing Kobe cement his place among the greats.
Because that's how he was. Every time he stepped on that floor, he believed that he could make a difference.
Passion and dedication any good coach could use as a learning tool.
He was a guy that we'd use as an example because he was always ready to play. I mean, he came prepared. And I would tell young players, you know, you want to be a great player, then you got to be ready to compete every night.
For Wilkins, competing against Kobe meant competing against the best.
The game is where it is today because of players like Kobe.
And that's exactly what he wanted.
I mean, there are great players in every era, and you can name them, but they all have that impact, is that people know who they are. You know, they know who Kobe is, they know who Magic is, they know who Michael is, they know who Bird. He's one of those people.
Someone Wilkins says helped take the NBA to new heights globally. Someone Wilkins says will be missed. Reporting in Seattle, I'm Michael Spears, Cairo 7 News.
And you can see our full coverage as people honor the memory of Kobe Bryant on the Cairo 7 News app.